1. Darth Vader / Anakin Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker, once the Chosen One Jedi, fell to the dark side and became Darth Vader under Emperor Palpatine. Wielding a red lightsaber, Vader was feared across the galaxy for his combination of immense force power and expert lightsaber combat. He mastered Form 5, Gem, so emphasizing strength and counterattacks, making him nearly unstoppable in duels. Though formerly a Jedi, his fall marked him as a non-Jedi lightsaber wielder, serving the Sith cause. Vader's imposing presence, breathing, and mastery of the dark side make him one of the most iconic figures in Star Wars history. 2. Darth Sidious / Emperor Palpatine. Darth Sidious, also known as Emperor Palpatine, was a master manipulator and ultimate Sith Lord. He wielded a red lightsaber but was far more dangerous for his mastery of the dark side, especially Force lightning. Sidious orchestrated the fall of the Republic, turning Anakin Skywalker into Darth Vader. In combat, his lightsaber skills combined with unparalleled political and force power made him lethal. Though rarely depicted as a duelist in films, expanded universe sources and games showcase him dueling Jedi with elegance and cunning. Sidious represents the pinnacle of non-Jedi lightsaber users. 3. Darth Maul. Darth Maul, apprentice of Darth Sidious, is famous for his double-bladed red lightsaber. He was trained from childhood in Sith arts, mastering aggressive, acrobatic combat. Unlike Jedi, Maul's fighting style emphasized rage, precision, and intimidation, allowing him to take on multiple opponents at once. He first appears in The Phantom Menace, leaving a lasting impression by nearly killing Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Maul's survival after being bisected showcases his relentless determination and connection to the dark side. He remains one of the most visually striking and deadly non-Jedi lightsaber wielders in Star Wars lore. 4. Count Dooku / Darth Tyrannus. Count Dooku, once a Jedi Master, turned Sith Lord under Palpatine as Darth Tyrannus. He wields a unique curved hilt red lightsaber, ideal for elegant and precise duels. Trained in Form 2, Makashi, Dooku specialized in fencing-style dueling, emphasizing agility, accuracy, and efficiency. Unlike aggressive Sith like Maul, his calm, calculating style made him exceptionally dangerous. He orchestrated political schemes as well as battlefield manipulation, using his dark side power to influence events. Dooku's combination of poise, strategy, and mastery of the dark side solidifies him as a quintessential non-Jedi lightsaber user. 5. Asajj Ventress. Asajj Ventress, brother of Darth Maul, was a Zabrak trained in the dark side by the Night Sisters and Maul. Wielding a red double-bladed lightsaber, Asajj relied on brute strength, aggression, and the dark side's raw power. Unlike disciplined Jedi, he fought with fury and intimidation, often overpowering opponents through sheer force. His towering presence and combat style reflected his role as a Sith enforcer, rather than a tactician. Asajj became a significant threat to the Jedi during the Clone Wars series, demonstrating that non-Jedi lightsaber users could combine ferocity with dark side mastery for devastating effect. 6. Asajj Ventress. Asajj Ventress, a former Night Sister turned Sith apprentice under Count Dooku, wielded dual red lightsabers. Her fighting style combined agility, acrobatics, and precision strikes, often confusing and outmaneuvering Jedi opponents. Ventress's use of force powers, including telekinesis and force push, complemented her deadly lightsaber techniques. Though trained in the dark side, she occasionally acted independently, showcasing her cunning and adaptability. She became one of the most skilled and memorable non-Jedi duelists in Star Wars, demonstrating that lightsaber mastery could exist outside the Jedi Order while still being intricately tied to the Force. 7. Kylo Ren / Ben Solo. Kylo Ren, son of Han Solo and Leia Organa, turned to the dark side under Supreme Leader Snoke. He wields a crossguard red lightsaber with an unstable blade, reflecting his inner conflict. Kylo's fighting style is raw, aggressive, and fueled by emotion, unlike traditional Jedi forms. He combines strength, anger, and improvisation, making him unpredictable in combat. Though trained by Luke Skywalker as a Jedi, he fully embraced the dark side while wielding the saber. Kylo represents a modern non-Jedi lightsaber user, showing that raw emotion and force connection can make a formidable wielder outside the Jedi path. 8. Starkiller / Galen Marek. Starkiller, secret apprentice of Darth Vader in The Force Unleashed, wielded one or two lightsabers with extreme skill. Unlike Jedi, he used a combination of dark side powers and acrobatics to overwhelm enemies. His fighting style incorporated raw force energy with lightsaber combat, allowing him to take on multiple opponents and even Jedi Masters. Trained under Vader but fully serving the dark side, Starkiller represents the ultimate Sith apprentice designed to hunt Jedi. His character demonstrates how non-Jedi lightsaber users could combine innovation, aggression, and mastery of the Force to rival even the strongest Jedi. 9. Revan, Dark Side. Revan from Knights of the Old Republic fell to the dark side and became a Sith Lord, wielding red lightsabers. Originally a Jedi, Revan's turn to darkness gave him unique insights into both Jedi and Sith fighting techniques. His combat style was strategic, versatile, and highly adaptive, using lightsabers alongside force powers. As a non-Jedi lightsaber user, Revan's influence on galactic events was immense, demonstrating that mastery of the blade and force could exist outside the Jedi Order. Revan remains one of the most iconic examples of a non-Jedi wielder in Star Wars history. 10. Exar Kun. Exar Kun, an Old Republic Sith Lord, was a powerful dark side user who wielded a red lightsaber. Originally a Jedi student, he fell to the dark side, combining Jedi techniques with Sith teachings. Kun became infamous for spreading Sith influence across the galaxy and establishing Sith temples. His combat style emphasized raw power, intimidation, and mastery of the Force, making him a terrifying opponent. As a non-Jedi lightsaber wielder, Exar Kun demonstrates how former Jedi knowledge could be twisted for dark purposes, leaving a lasting legacy in Star Wars legends. 11. Darth Malak. Darth Malak, Sith Lord from Knights of the Old Republic, was once a Jedi, but fully embraced the dark side under Darth Revan. He wielded a massive red lightsaber and relied on brute strength and dark side techniques. Malak was infamous for his aggressive, relentless combat style, capable of overwhelming Jedi with sheer power. His cybernetic jaw added to his menacing appearance after surviving a duel with Revan. As a non-Jedi lightsaber wielder, Malak's strategic ruthlessness and raw force mastery allowed him to conquer entire star systems, leaving a legacy of fear and destruction across the galaxy. 12. Darth Nihilus. Darth Nihilus, the Lord of Hunger from KOTOR 2, was a Sith whose existence fed on the Force itself. Wielding a red lightsaber, he combined devastating melee attacks with his unique ability to drain life and Force energy from entire planets. Nihilus's combat style relied on relentless aggression and the dark side's insatiable power rather than Jedi discipline. Though not formally trained as a Jedi, his mastery of the Force made him a terrifying non-Jedi lightsaber user. His hollow, enigmatic persona and immense destructive capability exemplify the deadly potential of a Sith untethered by traditional lightsaber forms. 13. Darth Sion. Darth Sion, the Lord of Pain, was a Sith from KOTOR 2 who survived through hatred and suffering. Wielding a red lightsaber, Sion's fighting style combined raw strength, dark side energy, and regenerative endurance. He could endure seemingly fatal injuries, making him nearly immortal in combat. Unlike Jedi, Sion relied on pain-driven power, using anger and resilience to dominate opponents. His presence symbolized the dark side's physical and spiritual corruption. As a non-Jedi lightsaber wielder, Sion demonstrated that mastery of the blade can coexist with supernatural Sith abilities, creating one of the most fearsome warriors in Star Wars legends. 14. Lumiya/Shira Bree. Lumiya, known as Shira Bree before embracing the dark side, became a Sith assassin and apprentice of Darth Vader. She wielded a red lightsaber and was notable for her unique whip-like blade, allowing her to fight multiple opponents simultaneously. Lumiya combined stealth, agility, and force mastery, using manipulation and surprise to overcome enemies. Unlike Jedi, her methods focused on assassination and deception rather than honor. She played a key role in the expanded universe, training Sith acolytes and attempting to continue Darth Vader's legacy. Lumiya's creative use of her lightsaber highlights the versatility of non-Jedi combat techniques. 15. Vizsla. Vizsla, Mandalorian leader of Death Watch in the Clone Wars, wielded the Darksaber, a unique black-bladed lightsaber. Unlike Jedi, he combined traditional Mandalorian combat tactics with lightsaber mastery, emphasizing skill, speed, and leadership. The Darksaber symbolized authority over Mandalorians and was a weapon of intimidation and honor. Vizsla's fighting style blended dark-side aggression and Mandalorian strategy, allowing him to challenge Jedi and Sith alike. As a non-Jedi wielder, he demonstrates that a lightsaber can serve not only as a weapon, but as a political and cultural symbol, bridging tradition and deadly combat. 16. Darth Plagueis. Darth Plagueis, the Sith Master of Palpatine in legends and canon lore, was a dark side strategist and manipulator. Though rarely seen in combat, he wielded a red lightsaber with lethal skill. Plagueis' expertise lay in precision, knowledge of life manipulation, and political influence, making him deadly even outside traditional dueling. Unlike Jedi, his approach to lightsaber combat was strategic rather than honorable, reflecting his manipulative Sith philosophy. Plagueis' legacy shaped the galaxy, teaching Sidious how to orchestrate events and control the Force. He exemplifies a non-Jedi lightsaber wielder whose intellect and dark mastery rival raw combat prowess. 17. Jerec from Jedi Knight. Dark Forces 2 was a dark side user seeking Sith artifacts to increase his power. He wielded a red lightsaber and combined it with strong Force abilities, often overwhelming Jedi opponents. Jerec's fighting style relied on aggression, cunning, and mastery of multiple Force powers, reflecting his ruthless quest for dominance. Unlike Jedi, he sought knowledge and power for selfish ambition rather than balance. His strategic use of lightsaber and Force in tandem made him a formidable adversary, highlighting the potential for non-Jedi users to rival trained Jedi in combat. 18. Naga Sadow. Naga Sadow, an ancient Sith Lord from the Old Republic era, wielded a red lightsaber and mastered dark side alchemy. His combat style fused raw power, dark side energy, and ancient Sith sorcery, making him nearly unstoppable in battle. Unlike Jedi, Sadow's approach was aggressive, manipulative, and strategic, often using fear as a weapon. He led the Sith Empire in galactic conflicts and expanded Sith influence across star systems. As a non-Jedi lightsaber wielder, Naga Sadow exemplifies how Sith can combine mastery of the blade with supernatural dark side abilities for domination. 19. Darth Krayt. Darth Krayt, from Star Wars Legacy, was a Sith who created the One Sith Order. He wielded red lightsabers and combined them with dark side abilities to dominate the galaxy. Krayt's fighting style emphasized brutality, precision, and manipulation, often overpowering Jedi with sheer strength and strategy. He sought to unify all Sith under his rule, using his combat and Force mastery to crush opposition. Unlike Jedi, Krayt's philosophy focused on control and Sith supremacy, making him a dangerous and influential non-Jedi lightsaber user whose legacy shaped future Sith ideology. 20. Quinlan Vos, Dark Side. Quinlan Vos, a Jedi who briefly fell to the dark side, sometimes wielded his lightsaber while adopting morally gray tactics. During missions undercover with criminal syndicates, he relied on improvisation, aggression, and unconventional fighting styles. His lightsaber use in dark side moments emphasized efficiency and cunning over Jedi tradition. Though originally a Jedi, these periods of dark side alignment classify him as a non-Jedi wielder during that time. Quinlan's story illustrates the blurred line between Jedi and dark side influence, showing how lightsaber mastery can exist outside the strict Jedi code.